Welcome to this explainer. Today we're diving straight into the invisible war that is quietly but absolutely erasing corporate profit margins and bringing global supply chains to a screeching halt. We're unpacking a conflict fought not with tanks or troops, but with code, networks, and data. Imagine the Earth at night. You're not just seeing city lights, you're looking at this massive web of glowing digital network lines and data streams just pulsing across continents. Well, that right there, that's the battlefield. Let's step onto it.
Right now, somewhere in the world, a cyber attack is happening. Listen, this isn't some hypothetical IT problem for a distant future. No, it's an active, ongoing siege on global corporate networks happening literally every single second of every single day. While we're sitting here talking, digital lines are being crossed and enterprise data is under fire.
Millions of people use the internet every day, but very few understand the invisible war happening behind their screens. This really highlights a massive blind spot in the modern boardroom. A lot of business leaders are severely underestimating their digital risk appetite. Navigating this landscape without fully grasping the threats to revenue and intellectual property, it's incredibly dangerous. We kind of just assume our glowing screens are safe windows looking out, but honestly, they're vulnerable doors leading right in.
Section 1. The Invisible Cyber War, Defining the Stakes.
So let's get one thing straight right off the bat. Cybersecurity isn't just an IT function anymore. It's the ultimate digital shield for your profit margins. It's the practice of protecting systems, networks, and programs from digital attacks aimed at accessing, changing, or destroying sensitive data. Whether you're managing a complex multinational supply chain or guarding highly classified intellectual property, cybersecurity is the active, daily practice of keeping the invisible enemy out so you can maintain stakeholder trust.
The unseen battlefield is everywhere. To really wrap your head around this threat, picture a glowing heat map of common, industry-specific cyber attack vectors. The attacks aren't just hitting massive server farms. Every smartphone, every laptop sitting on a desk, every banking application floating out there in cyberspace, they all light up on this heat map. Each one of those devices is a potential multi-million-dollar vulnerability. The phone in your pocket literally contains a contested war zone.
Section 2. The Attacker's Arsenal, Tactics and Threats. Breaching the perimeter. The real threat we're facing today isn't some lone hacker in a dark basement wearing a hoodie. No, it's highly funded, incredibly sophisticated cyber syndicates. These groups are methodically probing your company's network for weaknesses, just constantly scanning for the tiniest crack in the corporate wall. So let's break down the exact toolkit these syndicates are deploying against your enterprise.
First up on the list, phishing attacks. These are deceptive attempts, usually via fake emails or suspicious links, to steal sensitive information. It sounds so basic, right? But the financial risk here is absolutely staggering. A single employee clicking on one well-crafted fake email can completely bypass millions of dollars in enterprise security software. It can literally compromise an entire corporate network in seconds. Just one click.
Now, if phishing is the deceptive entry point, malware is the payload. This is malicious software designed to cause massive damage or spread digital viruses through computer systems. When malware starts spreading silently through your enterprise, the most critical question immediately becomes your recovery timeline. Are you going to be offline for a few minutes, days, weeks, all while you desperately try to purge the infection from your systems?
Then, of course, we have ransomware. This is designed to completely block access to a computer system or data until a sum of money is paid. And let me tell you, this is the ultimate invisible nightmare for any executive. Think about real-world examples like the Colonial Pipeline attack, where critical operations entirely halted. Millions of dollars were demanded, and the downtime and incident recovery costs absolutely dwarfed that initial ransom. It severely impacted their annual profit margins. Just imagine crucial multi-million-dollar assets held hostage by an attacker you can't even see.
And finally, identity theft. This is the deliberate use of someone else's identity, often leading to stolen passwords and hacked bank accounts. But here's the thing for business leaders. Personal identity theft is very often the literal key to the corporate kingdom. Compromised individual credentials are exactly how attackers just waltz right through the front door of your enterprise. When a high-level executive's identity gets hijacked, corporate chaos follows extremely fast.
So, with all of that stacked against us, how do we actually fight an invisible enemy?
Section 3. Building your digital shield. Actionable security frameworks.
Empowering your defenses. It is time to step up and establish the actionable protocols you need right now. Look, a robust digital shield isn't just a good daily habit anymore. It's a critical long-term capital investment that is strictly necessary for corporate survival. We really want to get to a point where your operations can run with absolute confidence, fully protected from catastrophic financial loss.
Consider this your immediate day one checklist for board members to evaluate their digital risk appetite. Number 1, implement strong passwords. Number 2, enable two-factor authentication. Honestly, for any non-technical manager or executive out there, enforcing these 2 actionable protocols across your entire organization is hands down the fastest way to drastically lower your operational risk and ensure strict compliance. It's a total game changer.
But beyond those basic protocols, cultivating safe internet practices really has to be a top-down corporate mandate. This means continuously educating your team to prioritize data protection, secure online privacy, identify fake emails, and just strictly avoid those suspicious links. When safe practices become a cultural mandate, your employees actually transform into an active part of your digital shield, rather than being a potential multi-million-dollar vulnerability.
The stark contrast between vulnerable networks and shielded operations is, well, it's profound. On one side, you have open, unmonitored systems that practically roll out the red carpet for the attacker's arsenal, leading to massive financial hemorrhage and halted supply chains. On the flip side, utilizing things like two-factor authentication and maintaining a glowing digital barrier, that creates true operational resilience. It's the vital difference between leaving your business wide open to disaster and actively securing its future.
So, what's the takeaway here? First, protect your data. Everything you do leaves a digital footprint. Guard it fiercely because it is without a doubt your most valuable corporate asset. Second, protect your identity. Your access is the master key to your company's kingdom. Do not make it easy for attackers operating in the digital shadows to suddenly become you.
And finally, protect your future. Investing the necessary capital in your digital shield today is exactly what guarantees your organization is still going to be here tomorrow. Securing your data now is literally the ultimate long-term ROI.
In the digital age we live in, executive complacency is your absolute biggest vulnerability. You have to take a hard look at your security protocols, your network settings, and your recovery timelines. So ask yourself, is your digital shield truly ready to withstand the invisible war?